Welcome to Bean Games, guys. We're trying something new today. We are live streaming as opposed to a pre-record. This is very exciting. I have never tried this before, but it says that I have an excellent connection. So we're going to do a little live stream here of A Mortician's Tale. This is one of the games, one of like the 1,500 different games that I got in a $5 bundle a couple weeks ago. And we're hopefully going to be bringing you some of these little indie games sporadically here and there. This one's about death. Why not start with this one? Let's just jump right in. September 14th, 10:15 a.m. I have no idea what to expect from this game, except that I'm a mortician. Hello and welcome to our new funeral director. Welcome, Charlie. Nice to meet you. My name is Matthew, and I'm mainly going to be the man who delivers the bodies to you. Charlie? My name is Charlie, apparently? Okay. Charlotte is my name. Charlie, though, is what they call me. Rose and Daughter's Funeral Home. Okay, so Amy Rose is my boss. She owns Rose and Daughter's Funeral Home. I'm Charlie, Charlotte. Matthew Jeffrey is going to be the man delivering me bodies. Okay, here's instructions for my new job. Cremation station, cremulator station, embalming station, and desk. I guess this is like a email from my friend, sister? I don't know. Okay, I'm not going to read all the text. I'm just going to kind of leave it up here as I read it. So there may be some text here in the emails that if you guys want to read, go for it. All right, our first body is Mrs. Garcia, an elderly woman who died suddenly of a heart attack. It's a closed casket funeral. No embalming or body prep is necessary. I will clean her body. All right, so the family of the deceased, email here, they did not want it embalmed. Did not want grandma embalmed. No negative impact on the environment. Oh, and here's my funeral's monthly email newsletter. Okay. Here's about the funeral home where I'm now working at. It's definitely a mom and pop shop. Oh, look at that. Got our prices and everything. Burial with open casket ceremony and reception, $59.85. Closed casket, $42.75. Cremation, $1,700. I'll just go ahead and say right now, when I die, I hope that my loved ones, whoever they are remaining, cremate me. Like, just get me out of this world for cheap, people. I am a very strong believer in that. Direct burial, direct cremation with no ceremony or reception, $600 all inclusive. Boy, I love it. So budget. Okay. Oh, all right. Okay, I guess we'll close the computer now. So what have we got? Okay, yeah. So we got our cremation area here. And I guess over here is our prep station, and that's where Mrs. Garcia is. Let's have a look. This is the prep room where you will prepare bodies for burials and viewings. I'm just going to clean the body. All right, so the sponge. Click and drag. that's it. You're done. Mrs. Garcia will be sent to Mike, who will take care of dressing and putting her in the casket. Now I must go to Mrs. Garcia's funeral. I am responsible for taking care of the deceased bodies, but it's also important to pay your respects. Now to the funeral parlor. All right. Funeral time. Oh, look at this. What a cozy room with a little snack bar table. Do we get to talk to people? Oh dear, we didn't get the decor right. It is cold in these funeral homes. Oh, well, there's a snack bar right there, kid, if you're hungry. Who are this couple sitting here? Yeah, the family specifically said no embalming. It is not mandatory. Seems strange to be using a chemical that is known to cause cancer and putting it into the ground like that. I see where this game's going. And I can't say that I disagree. Just pour that formaldehyde right down the drain. Oh, jokes at a funeral. I love it. We usually don't small talk a lot of these things. At least that's what I was always taught. I've now paid my respects, and back in I will go. Maybe I will read all the text, just in case you guys are doing our voices are fun. October 11th, 10:09 a.m. All right, back on the job. Got new emails coming in. Okay, I'm not going to read everything here from Jennifer. Corsets don't do anything to livers. All right. There's a lot of text in this game, guys, and sorry, like I said, I'm not going to read it all, so hopefully you can glance over if you so desire. Oh, we got a good review from that, from the Garcia family. All right, my next instructions. Mr. Duval, an elderly man, died of old age. Standard funeral with embalming. Wear proper embalming gear. Formaldehyde is extremely dangerous. All right, good to know. Aha, there I am in my embalming gear. Very good. All right. Traditional burials typically require embalming, which preserves the body and prevents it from decomposing as quickly. Unless the family requests otherwise, all traditional burials will use embalming. Let's start by cleaning the body, which we know how to do. We'll take our sponge. I already have forgotten this man's name, and I really need to be more cognizant of my not patience, but yeah. Click on the razor and drag it over the body to shave it. Okay. All the body hair off. In order to break rigor mortis, you'll have to massage the body. Click and drag over the body to massage it. Okay, I'm just going to follow these lines here. The eyeballs deflate once the body starts decomposing. Click and drag an eye cap into each socket to give it shape. To keep the eyes shut, you'll need to glue them. Click and drag the glue onto each eye. The mouth sags and hollows once the body starts decomposing. Click and drag a cotton ball into the mouth. And then I need to suture the mouth shut. Now I must do lotion over the body to moisturize it. Now embalming involves removing blood and replacing it with preserving chemicals. Make a cut. Put the tube into the neck incision. Click on the cannula and drag it onto the carotid artery. And now we connect the embalming machine to the cannula. Click the button on the embalming machine. Massage the body to evenly distribute the chemicals. Sew up the incision. Where's my needle and thread? Drain the organs of any remaining fluids. Click on the trocar, and then click and hold on the abdomen until all the liquid has been drained. Trocar, it's a new word. And you're done. Mike will take care of Mr. Duval of his makeup. Time to attend the funeral. Off we go to the funeral land. Came out of nowhere. I mean, it always sort of does, doesn't it? Yeah, 1 minute you're laughing, having fun, and then the next, poof, that person is gone. Just like gone. Yeah, it's weird to think about it for too long. Like staring at the sun. I start to feel all fuzzy when I think about it. So weird how our bodies just stop working like that. Yeah. So strange not seeing most people wearing white. White? Yeah, I think it's different for different family members. I can't remember. I haven't gone to many traditional funerals. So mostly white, but like definitely not red, no matter what. He always wanted to take his grandkids to the park, play catch. He loved playing catch. He threw a mean curveball, that's for sure. Little Johnny over here on his Switch. Boy, that brings back a memory when my grandmother passed away, and we went to her funeral in Maine in 2006 or something. I definitely have a recollection of, us having to be there at the funeral parlor for many, many hours on that day, and my brother taking my PSP and playing it for hours on end. But Grammy probably would have wanted that, so. December 2nd, 10:22 a.m. All right, let's check our email for today. See what we've got. Funerals Monthly, about LGBTQ funerals. Boy, these are like real newsletter items. If a funeral is to honor the deceased, then do that. Honor them. A small mom and pop shop is having trouble paying having trouble making payroll. Yeah, I like this Matthew guy. He's a hoot. Oh, dating site for people working in the death industry. Dead meat. Oh, I got a note from the Duvals. The wonderful evening for her father's funeral. Another good note. All right, today's task. Today's funeral is for a woman who died from breast cancer. A standard cremation. All right. We don't have to embalm when it comes to cremating, it looks like. Let's see what we have to do here. Before we cremate Mrs. Hall, we'll need to prepare her body. Her family brought Mrs. Hall. Hello, Mrs. Hall. Her family brought clothing and jewelry for her to wear. It's important to remove these before the cremation process so as not to damage them. We'll take the necklace off. Put the identification tag. And that's it. Take off the jewelry. And then I guess I just press the button here. And there we go. Oh, and then here's the urn. Oh, the cremulator, yes. Contrary to popular belief, cremation doesn't turn bodies into ash so much as bone fragments. And the cremulator... Cremulator? Am I saying that right? It's not cremulator. It must be cremulator. We'll break these bone fragments down into ash-like remains. So we'll place the urn in the cremulator. Just toss that skull right in there. Okay. Now we bring the urn back onto the counter. Necklace into the urn. And ID tag to the urn. Put the lid on. And that's it. Back to the funeral parlor. This is nice in a weird way. She liked that we're all here talking. She always tried to keep the family together. The food is delicious. I know that's weird, but these crab cakes are perfect. Boy, these are oddly realistic conversations that people have at funerals. I love it. Glad she was cremated and not in an open casket or something. Seeing her like that, don't know if I could have. At least we all got to say goodbye. She would have liked that. She fought really hard. She was proud of herself. She never gave up, not once. She would have hated this music. She never wanted her funeral to be sad. She would have wanted us smiling. She said so. All right, so we're three funerals in. This is a very interesting game, and I kind of love it. It's very. I don't exactly want to say zen, but yeah, it's kind of very chill. It's very zen. It's very honest, sort of in its simplistic way about the death process. And oh, Valentine's Day. Been a couple months on. I'm fascinated with how we treat death as a society. I've read several books over the last couple of years about the grieving process and how we in Western culture talk about death and handle death, and how as a culture, we're largely death averse. We don't want to talk about it. We don't want to face it. And I think it's a good thing to talk about and face. And so I kind of love this game is sort of gently presenting some of these topics. Oh no. From my boss. Oh, we're closing down. Hillside Heritage Enterprises, Inc. Bought us out. So mom and pop shop gets bought out by a big chain, but they're still keeping the mom and pop. I don't know how I feel about that. Alright, so I'm not being fired. Oh, that's very sad. I'm so sorry, Amy. Oh, another good note. Come back to that. Keep on protecting Earth with green burials. Yeah, green are natural burials. Natural cemeteries. Yeah, I've read about these some natural cemeteries. Bodies can't be embalmed with chemicals. It's very environmentally friendly. A whole lot cheaper too. If I was going to be buried, I would want it to be this way. I'm not a bit like, I don't get on soapboxes about environmental climate change, saving the earth, but I think it's important. I think it's something to be aware of, and you know, I think maybe I also just don't get the point of preserving a body and then putting it in a box and putting it underground with a stone on top. That's never made sense to me. Oh, is there going to be a mini game in this game? Oh, what do we got here? No, I'd never thought about that. People at funeral home staffs getting contacted by families of the deceased asking for help emotionally. Oh, okay, what have we got today? We're doing a cremation, but he has a pacemaker. All right. Let's take care of a cremation. Mr. Reyes came directly from the hospital. We don't have to worry about removing any valuables. He does have a pacemaker. They are batteries. They will explode in the cremation machine. Alright, so we drag the scalpel. Forceps. Took out the pacemaker. ID tag. That's it. To the, what's this called? Cremulon? Cremulator, that's right. Alright. There it goes in. Bones go in. ID tag goes in, lid on top. And that's it. To the funeral parlor we go. I wonder if he ever liked me. He was nice to me, but I don't know. He never seemed like he really cared if I was there or not. Difficult thoughts. Did you ever end up clearing the air with your father? No, we talked a few times, but not really. He sounded like a difficult man. He was stubborn. That's it, just stubborn. What do you want to do after this? It was pretty nice out. Let's change and go find a patio somewhere. Sounds good. I could really use a beer right now. Hey, did I ever tell you the time we tailgated? I always told him to quit smoking, but of course he never listened to me, so that figures. I wonder how many funerals the average American attends in their lifetime. February 28th, 2 weeks later. I wonder if we've gotten bought out yet. The good note. Alright, what's our funeral's monthly newsletter? what not to say at a funeral. At least they're no longer suffering. Were they saved? They're with the angels now. Let me know how I can help. And I know how you feel. Just say I'm sorry if you don't know what else to say. Oh dear. Rosendaughters has been asked to prepare the body of a young man who took his own life. He had a will prepared and asked for cremation, but the family has demanded a traditional burial instead. His family is legally in the right to do whatever they want with his body, and we have to do as his family wishes. Yes, I'm comfortable with this. Mr. Scott. First we clean the body. Then we shave the body. Break rigor mortis by massaging. Eye caps. Glue the eyes. Cotton balls in the mouth. Sew the mouth shut. Moisturize the body. Incision into the neck. Tubing for draining. Turn on the embalming machine. Sew the incision closed. Use the trocar. All done. Mike will take care of Mr. Scott's makeup as well as dressing and putting him in his casket. Alright. Oh, I'm a little worried about this funeral. A lot of grieving people here. This is why you make a will and have it fully officialized, people. March 3rd, it's about a week later. Let's read the newsletter first. Funeral traditions. There are companies that compress remains into beads called death beads, common in South Korea because of the space issue. Death beads. I had not heard of that. Death Cafe. Space to talk about death. Oh, okay. So here's from the new boss, Chad Grant, CEO and managing funeral director of Hillside Heritage Enterprises, Inc. A number of changes that will come to Rose and Daughters. Ooh, Matthew's not happy about it. So they just have funeral packages. Bronze, silver, and gold. No actual prices? Alright, Chad. Boy, yeah, we're a little cold-hearted here. After you are done, I will review your work in order to properly evaluate you at the end of the month. Jocelyn Ionesco passed away in a bike accident. So, alright. So another cremation. The watch. ID tag. That's it. I keep expecting there to be more steps. I keep expecting this to become like Papers, Please, where it becomes like ridiculously complicated, but you know, maybe this game isn't actually trying to go that far. My wife is convinced that I will die being hit by a truck while riding my bike someday. So who knows, this could be me. March 24th, 10:30 a.m., just like the next day. Home funerals. Yeah, keeping... again, that's... it's such a foreign concept. Like, if someone dies, you know, to keep their body at home, like, just sort of Western assumption, well, if someone dies, you know, they must be whisked away instantly to the funeral home. But, you know, that's not how it was for the vast majority of human history. Home funerals. Oh, Jen. Matthew needs a drink. Oh, rules and code of conduct from the new boss. Required uniform and strict dress code. No tattoos. Oh, and speaking with customers and clients, consider the opportunity to upsell. Oh. Food is no longer allowed to be brought in. We can provide high-quality catering food. I don't like how corporate this is becoming. Huh. Hillside Heritage does not perform green funerals as they are not cost-effective. Oh, we've received a contract with the city to dispose of any unclaimed bodies. The first unclaimed body we will be handling belongs to a middle-aged man, possibly homeless. No special preparations are needed, aside from cremation. All right. Simple. Bones into the cremulator. ID tag. Is there going to be anybody here? Oh, that is sad. I will still pay my respects. It's a bit of a gut punch. Nobody there to mourn him. April 9th, a couple weeks later. Another acquisition from Boss Chad about the hospital. Access to all of the cadavers that come through their pediatric and maternity wards. Well, let's read our newsletter. Recimation. Water cremation. I don't think I've ever heard of water cremation. A water-based chemical process that uses strong alkali in water heated up very high, sped-up version of natural decomposition. I have never heard of water cremation, and I'm going to have to research it after I'm done here. Jen is dating. Did I ever figure out, is this girl my sister? Not. That's my headcanon, if it didn't specifically say. I'm still kind of in shock from your last email. What am I gonna do? Oh no, Matthew's quitting. He's put in his 2 weeks notice. Oh. Matthew's a good dude. Oh, interesting. Okay, I'm not even sure if I checked this last week, but the other tab here is register your business in terms of, like, am I thinking about starting my own funeral home? Oh dear. Oh, Chad's not happy with me because I did not upsell. do not like this Chad guy. I know it's the business, but I don't agree with the business. Open casket funeral. Mrs. Diemke. First we will clean her with a sponge. Break the rigor mortis. Eye caps. Glue the eyes. Done. Mike will take care of the rest. What the Chad guy said seems right. I'm sorry, folks. I wish that we could have honored your wishes. August 30th. Wow, big time jump. Whoa, what's this? Brand new office. Oh, we got a nice note from Amy about an email from Matthew. Is a school bus driver now. Yeah, I started my own business. Yeah, that's great. Magnolia Forest Funeral Home and Natural Burial Park. A natural burial park allows the body... Oh, that's great. I started my own business. We believe in being transparent about our prices and practices. Me too. Home funeral is $1,000. Green burial and service $2,250. Direct cremation $600. Wow. Go me. Go Charlie. From Eileen. Alright. What are we doing today with Eileen? Oh, do I have tattoos now? Wow, look at... Yeah, this is a natural burial park. What? Guys, I got strangely moved by that. What a simple little game. But what a powerful little impact. Yeah, special thanks to the Order of the Good Death and Caitlin Doughty. Caitlin. She's the one whose books I've read a couple of. And this game is, yeah, I mean, could have been created by her. It's certainly everything that she talks about. A Mortician's Tale. Wow. Guys, that was a great little indie game. Thought-provoking, simple. I love it. I love it. What a strange and some might say bizarre topic for a game. But what a kind of beautiful way to approach some topics about death in the funeral industry. That was beautiful. Thanks for playing a Mortician's Tale with me, guys. This was a nice, simple little game. I think some of the others in the bundle pack that I got are similar to this, just these small, simple one-shots. So maybe we'll do some more of these in the future. I hope you enjoyed this special streaming edition of Bean Games, which we may do some more of, just so I don't have to worry about extra time processing and exporting videos. It just means that we lose our great little 2-second intro, but you guys can always get that off of the other vids on the channel here. So we'll see you next time on Bean Games, guys. Thanks so much for watching.